Hello fans, viewers and subscribers. You're joining me, Ruku, for another beer review. And this one here has been recommended. So another 2 shout outs today are going out to James and Johnny Waitman. So here's your beer of choice. You two seem to be really enthusiastic about this. So thank you again for the recommendation. So I'm going to be trying some of this. So I've had it over the years many times before, and I can actually say I've been rather pissed on this in the past through drinking about 10 pints of the stuff in one sitting. Want to know how I did it? I'll tell you at the end of the video. So here we go, Heineken. It is from Holland and comes in a can. Obviously you can get it in a bottle as well, but I chose a can just for convenience reasons. It comes in at 5%. There's a 500ml. You probably won't be able to see this, but believe you me, it is amongst that writing there. It's just a bit shiny of a can, but it is on there. So 500ml, 5%, pretty standard beer. Comes from Holland, and apparently has won some medals. Medals in Paris for 1875 and 1889. These are the medals. I don't know again if you can see them, but these are 2 silver stamped circles there, and it does say in the red writing there what they're for. Before I start, as I say, don't know why Heineken done that. Just dominate the side of the can with the star. I know the star is above here, but I don't know if I like that idea of doing that. I'm not too sure. I really am not too sure. Looks like a mystery beer, doesn't it? You don't know what you're getting. If that was on the shelf and you saw that, you'd go, what the fucking hell's that? Anyway, still got a little bit in the can, but I'm saving that because I've had time for the head to go down on this. Believe you and me, guys, the head was massive. Extremely carbonated beer, this, so you've picked a lively beer. But there you go, that's the carbonation. It's gone down a little bit. Actually, I'm going to see if I can stir things up. I wonder if I can get this. There you go. Got a carbonation go now. Did you see that at the top there? Just how that spread out and down. That's how it was when first poured, so very, very good carbs. Gentle stream there, nice and lively. The head was massively thick. I mean, it was up here. As I say, I had to wait until that settled, so good head. Very good head. Thick, foamy. Now it's had time to settle, it looks a bit watery. But yeah, definitely the foamy variety. So, looks-wise, it's good. Let's get on with the smells. Why not? Yeah, mostly smells of malt, and there's a little bit of grain in there, so it's mostly malt dominated. Smells of a little bit on the nose there of grain, but again that's very faint. So yeah, not much on the way of smells. So let's just do this. Let's get on with the taste. So to James and Johnny Waitman. Cheers, guys. I hope you've got Heineken back at home too. Slightly different to how I remember it. It's been a few years since I've drunk this actually. I might have to go in again for that one. Interesting balance. Taste of like a malt. It's a rather sweet, well, it's not sweet, but it's a sweetish beer. You get like a sweet malt, then you get an essence of bitterness straight after the sweet malt. Finishes off there with a nice bitter taste, but it's not enough to give you a dry mouth, as I absolutely hate that. Any beer that gives me dry mouth, I hate. This gives you a little buzz of hop bitterness, as it were, on the tongue and in the mouth itself. Largely stays with you for quite a while. And the sweet malt dies off, so again you're just left with pure hop bitterness. So not too bad on that. Again, not a fan of bitter beers, lads, I've got to say, but hey, at least it's got a bit of sweetness in there, it balances it well. There you go, if I burp it's a sign of a good beer. The head itself is very, very foamy. Very foamy indeed. So I had to rearrange myself there, lads. The head is very foamy, frothy. It's got a slight bitterness to the head, but you don't really notice it, if I'm being honest. You just get overwhelmed with this nice fluffy texture to the head. It's fluffy, it's reliable, yeah, it does well. So in the order of taste that you get from this beer, you get the head, which is foamy, fluffy, light texture, followed by that malt that comes in, nice sweet malt, levels the palate out nicely. The head then disperses in the mouth, leaves you with a faint malt taste. I am off today, I really am. Remember, if I burp, it's a sign of a good beer. So where was I? So then after you get that sweet malt coming in, you get a little bit of a bitterness, and then finally on the tongue and in the palate, you're left with this hop bitterness, and the hop bitterness tingles on the tongue. It gives you like a fuzziness on the tongue of dryness, but it doesn't leave you with a dry mouth, so that's kind of nice, because any beer that leaves you with a dry mouth, as I keep saying, I hate. What can I say, lads? It's been a while since I drank it. Coming in now, so just going to see if I can get any lacing, which virtually is none. Maybe the odd bit here and there, but that's really not a lot. So technically, I would say this is a clean finisher. With beers like this that don't offer a lot of lacing, I tend to class as a clean beer. So they're generally something that may be produced cleanly, so they've got no artificial shit in it. So I'm guessing, yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and cheat on the can. Water, malted barley, hops. So virtually just 3 ingredients. Can't say further than that, can you? So there it is. Heineken won 2 medals. Contains 3 ingredients. And has got an array of flavours. All balance and all complement each other quite nicely. So what would I rate this? It's not my sort of beer, I gotta say. It's not the beer out of choice that I would go out and purposely buy. Don't get me wrong, I like the beer and I've drunk it for many years, and yeah, I've got good memories of this stuff. So for me, I would give it a 6. It's got good flavours, but it's just not my beer, but there you go. So, how did I get pissed on 10 of these? Simple. I went online and found myself a nice 5 litre Heineken keg. So I had my own keg that was 5 litres, which can hold 10 pints. It's got a little tap on it and you just pour yourself. So you are your own barman, or you know, bartender if you're American. So you are your own sort of bartender, sitting all night and drinking. So there it was, out of a few friends. I think I was only about, 16 at the time, something ridiculous. And I absolutely got smashed on it. So yeah, good memories there for me when I was 16. And I was the only one out of my friends to finish off 10 litres of beer in one night. So there you go. That was my claim to fame. What's yours? Join me next time, fans, viewers. And don't forget, if there's any more shout-outs you want doing, then let me know. And provided I can get hold of the beer, I will do it. So cheers, guys. And thank you for the suggestion. And hope you enjoyed it.